Welcome Aries to your September bonus reading. We are going to go ahead and see any additional messages and insight that Spirit would like to share with you for this month. Aries, I'm starting off with your oracle cards. This will give us the core themes coming through for you. I will then go ahead and clarify everything further with the tarot to get deeper insight and deeper messages. Aries, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with decisions, higher self, and I'm just going to get your clarifiers. So we just want to see what decisions is for Aries, please. And we have Nine of Cups, the Sun, and the Seven of Wands. Wow, Aries, what a wonderful message coming through. My dearest Aries, Seven of Wands is coming through and telling you now that you are going to make a decision with regards to something in your life. And I do feel it's quite big, Aries, but it is something your heart has been calling out for. I feel that you have had to stand your ground with this decision. There could have been people around you who didn't agree with what you're choosing to do, and a lot of negative energy has been coming towards you. Or even if it wasn't negative, it was energy of trying to convince you otherwise. Aries, do it my way. Aries, do it this way. You're making a bad mistake. Let me show you my route. And people have been trying to pull you off the path that you have chosen. But my dear Aries, you know what you know, and you know that what your heart is calling out for is the right thing for you. I see you so calm, cool and collected. It's as though, Aries, you let everybody say what they had to say, do what they had to do, exhaust themselves, and you just simply kept calm and turned your head away from all this bombardment of energy because you know what you know. Now, of course, Aries, this is going to be so personal to you. You could have decided right now that you're going to move. You want a change of lifestyle. So whether you choose to move to a coastal town or to a little rural village or to a big metropolitan city, your friends and family could have had so much to say about it. But you know what is right for you. And so, my dearest Aries, we see you making the decision in September to follow your golden road, to follow where this new day is dawning for you. And as you can see here with our sun card, and we see the sun over there, coming through, telling us in no uncertain terms, Aries, this is the best possible decision for you. As you can see in both of these cards, we've got both figures with their arms up, head up, with the energy of gratitude, with the energy of receiving blessings and gifts. Here we are being told that you are going to feel the gift of the sun energy coming in. And the sun is the most positive, the most uplifting and happy card of the deck that's going to give you deep fulfillment. And with that, you are getting wish fulfillment. Whatever your heart has dreamt of, has envisioned, has meditated and prayed for, so we see you now receiving it. There's no letdown here, my dear Aries. As a matter of fact, with Nine of Cups and the sun coming through, I think this is not only going to live up to all your expectations, but from what I can see, it's going to exceed them. So Aries, trust yourself, Follow your path. There is something here waiting for you that I think is simply going to amaze you. Right, now let us see what belief is all about, and I will get your clarifiers. So we want to see now what belief is for Aries, please. And we've got Six of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. Aries, the frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to Source. Now what I'm seeing here, Aries, is actually really interesting because I see you taking yourself out of some kind of group dynamic, and for me this could be a work environment, it could be a social group that you're taking yourself out of. Perhaps something has happened in your friendship circle. This could be your book club or your yoga school or your hiking club, somewhere where you are amongst other people. And I see you taking yourself out of this particular group because there is something going on there where you know deep inside is not right for you. Now Aries, this could be anything. You could be in a book club that only reads, say, certain kind of books that you don't really like. Maybe they love science fiction books and this is just not your genre, and so you decide to leave. Maybe you work in a company that is very young and very dynamic, and there's a lot of partying and drinking and socializing, and it's not quite who you are. So you simply take yourself out of it. It's about really acknowledging who you are and not pulling yourself down and pulling yourself apart just because where you are right now isn't a complete fit. So I see you moving on, and I see that there is a wonderful energy of no hesitation, no thinking about it. You know that this particular environment is not for you, and you move into a new environment. So you find a new job where perhaps the work and the kind of people there are much more relaxed and much more calm, and you feel more at ease. You could join a new book club that read books that are exactly up your alley, and you have so much to contribute and you can't wait every week to meet. Whatever this is for you, what I love, my dearest Aries, is that you identify where there is a disconnect for you, where you're not seen and acknowledged, not because of anything bad, but because of who you are. And it's simply about taking yourself out of that environment and putting yourself amongst people who are like-minded, who see you, who acknowledge you, and where you feel at home and where you feel you belong. Very nice to see, Aries. Now let us move on and see what in time is all about, and I will just get your clarifiers. So we want to see now what in time is for Aries, please. And we've got Five of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Now Aries, when the message in time comes through, it speaks to us of divine timing. And divine timing is a very interesting concept because sometimes, my dear Aries, what we want and when we want it isn't aligned with divine timing, and it can cause us to become quite frustrated, disappointed and despondent. Now this energy of divine timing is coming in an area, Aries, that has ended for you some time ago. It's an ending I feel you are already moving on from in some way. You've accepted the closure and you've understood, okay, it had to end. However, I do feel for some of my Aries, there might be this energy of going back to it occasionally with this energy of Five of Cups, looking at everything that went on, crying over spilt milk. Why did I let them speak to me like that? Why didn't I protect myself? How could I have stuck in that job for 5 years and let my boss treat me so terribly? Where was my courage? I'm so disappointed in myself. And once we start going down that kind of energy, it's a downward spiral. But as you can see, there is a cup there brimming with opportunity. And I think that cup has been waiting in terms of this divine timing. That cup there is connected, my dear Aries, to Two of Wands. You have been thinking, planning, creating something that you want to now get going. And I feel it could be connected to whatever this represents to you. Or for some of you, it could be something completely different. With the globe here and the van, it could have something to do with traveling, moving, relocating. There is this worldly energy about it, but you created the gateway for you to move forward, for you to move onward. And now, divine timing is coming in. So this is going to be a time that every time you catch yourself starting to reminisce about old energy, stop yourself, my dear Aries. Focus on the possibility you have created. What is this that you have been thinking and planning about? Because this is where divine timing is coming in. Whether it's now starting to date again, getting out there trying to find a new job after being fired or retrenched, whether you now want to attempt to start your own business or move to a new town, city or country, this is going to be the time. You've done the preparation. Now, divine timing is on your side, and all you have to do now is go with it. So, my dear Aries, that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful rest of September, and I am sending you all so much love.